especially at the times when we have so much fitna and so much replying to this and that person and this and that, and a lot of suspicious matters that are going on, and not knowing a person's affiliations anymore. I am Salafi, I am this, appears with Salafis, and then appears with others, and then I don't know. In the end, you're like, what's going on? Which category do I put you in? That's why the safest thing. Allahu Akbar. Wallahi, these are words that we need to make a manhaj out of. These words, we need to make a manhaj out of these words that Imam bin Uthaymeen has said. Wallahi, especially at these times, especially at the times when we have so much fitna and so much replying to this and that person and this and that, and a lot of suspicious matters that are going on, and not knowing a person's affiliations anymore. I am Salafi, I am this, appears with Salafis, and then appears with others, and then I don't know. In the end, you're like, what's going on? Which category do I put you in? That's why the safest thing to do is what Al-Allama Wasilullah Abbas said, and what I asked my Sheikh Muhammad Hisham about, and I also asked the Sheikh Daghash bin Shabib Al-Ajmi about it, and others from the Mashayikh, that when someone is not clear, don't take ilm from him. We're not saying go and judge him and say he is this and he is that and say he's a mubtadi and he's la. This is not the case. We're just saying select whom to take ilm from. If someone is not becoming clear, not showing himself clearly, not showing his manhaj, his affiliations, you don't know, you don't understand, then don't seek ilm from such a person. Seek ilm from a pure source. Wallahi ya ikhwan, this makes sense in any other thing in life. But I do not know why it is only problematic when it comes to the religion of Allah Azza wa Jal. If it was about a surgery that you will undergo, if I brought you and I said, this is pure, 100%, we know, the biggest of the scholars of surgery is going to do the surgery on you. And there's this guy, he does surgery, but sometimes he hurts some people, sometimes we don't understand. This is his specialty, or his specialty is something else? You're going to take the second guy. Subhanallah, a lot of people choose the second person for their deen, but they do not choose the second person for their health. If I brought you food and I said, look, this food, pure. This water is pure. It's not just pure, it is healing for you. Healing, you drink it, it's healing by the will of Allah Azza wa Jal for you. And I bring you something else, I say, there's some poison in it, huh? We're not sure. There is some poison in it. It's not healing, there is some poison. The water that there is some poison in it, some people right now are choosing that for their religion. They don't mind. They say, hey, don't put limitations and don't do this and don't do that. But when it has to do with their bodies that will rot under the earth, and the only thing that will remain with them is their religion, they do not accept it. They accept it for their religion, but don't accept it for their bodies. I do not understand this. This is even common sense. Wallahi ya ikhwan, I've said this to one of the most known du'at in the English language, and he rejected it. He said, you are saying there's a manzila between the two manzilas. You are saying manzila bayna al-manzilatain, like the Mu'tazila said. Ma adri, where did he? This has to do with the major sins, and this has to do with seeking ilm. Ma adri. Have these brothers become ulama on their own? And when we told them Sheikh so-and-so said, he rejected it. We said another Sheikh said it, he rejected. We said another Sheikh, he rejected. طيب خلاص, reject the mashayikh and the ulama. ما أدري. I'm very worried. Wallahi, I'm very worried at what I'm seeing. And that's why I will keep saying, go back to the ulama. Go back to the ulama. Stick to the ulama. Stick to the ulama. Whatever you get your hands on. You have a book by Sheikh AbdulAziz Al-Haqqan, study it. There is a lecture that is translated for Sheikh Al-Suhaimi, study it. You have the books of Ibn Uthaymeen, study them. You have the books of Ibn Baz, study them. You have books of Salih Fawzan, study them. Stick with them. So what? And seek ilm from those you trust in your masjid or on the internet, on YouTube, on whatever it is. In private classes, public classes, there is someone who's upon your sure, and he's upon the, alhamdulillah, the way in teaching the books of the ulama, sticking to the ulama, and this is his da'wah. He's always with the ulama and their explanations and their books. Alhamdulillah, stick to him. Someone is asking about Sheikh Daghash. Who's يعني Sheikh Daghash? Sheikh Daghash من شبيب العجمي. Actually, if you look at some of his books, even the recent ones, you see that always يعني the mashayikh that write the introduction of his books are Sheikh Al-Allama Salih Al-Fawzan and the Sheikh Al-Allama Salih Al-Luhaydan. That tells you something about the Sheikh. And he's a student of theirs and a student of Sheikh bin Baz and bin Uthaymeen. Now, that does not mean that someone who studied under Sheikh bin Baz bin Uthaymeen and Albani, it means that he cannot go astray. No, there are people like that. There are people that Sheikh bin Baz has written, has complimented them and written the introduction for one of their books, and then when he returned to his homeland, he showed that his aqidah is Ash'ari. And he showed the Sheikh bin Baz that he is Salafi, and when he went back, he started denying the ulu of Allah Azza wa Jal and starting to do Sufi stuff, and so what? He showed his true colors. Or he deviated. You understand? Barakallahu fikum. So this is not the scale. So this is not the scale. However, Sheikh Daghash min Shabib al-Ajmi, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala preserve him, is known. He's upon the way of the Salaf. Alhamdulillah, and he is known from the Mashayikh of Kuwait, that is known by the ulama and the Mashayikh, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala preserve him. His lessons in Aqidah and other than Aqidah, and especially in Aqidah, are extremely beneficial. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala preserve the Shaykh. And we will stop here inshallah azza wa jal. We will continue next week.